Probably can't see it with this camera, but down there, about, a little over maybe a half mile. That's not even quarter. The cable company's coming through. Spectrum used to be Time Warner. It's like we're finally in the 21st century out here. So sad. I mean, we've gotten other cable, not cable, other satellite things out here. And but the internet from those companies is so sad. They charge you a lot of money for very little service. Not as far as television goes. The dish networks, and you have DirecTV. They work pretty good. Especially Dish. Even in storms, the Dish has just come through. I mean, rain and snow storms that just kept right on trucking. DirecTV did not. We had DirecTV, but when it stormed with DirecTV, the service would cut out a lot. But not with Dish. But here is Spectrum. It's a cable. The internet is what we're interested in. Mary Ellen does a lot of book work, and that's what she does. She's an accountant, and she has a lot of her own clients, and she can't even work out of the house because of it. We have a service that provides internet. It's just ridiculous. You can't load things. You can't have two computers running. It takes forever, even if you're on it by yourself. You buffer, even with YouTube. And I'm trying to do YouTube. It just takes forever because it's so slow. Very, very slow. There's times when you just say, forget it, I'm just not going to bother. But finally, we're in the 21st century. I mean, they're out here. I don't know exactly when the service will be available to us. Could be next year. I've talked to some of the guys that are doing this line work here, and they said, well, by 4 months, it'll be ready to be used. But I don't know, maybe it'll be sooner, because they've been out here pretty diligently running lines. And so one of the things that you learn when you're doing things on your own is, you learn from experience, I should say. You learn a lot of things from experience. Like, you tried something and it didn't work so well. Pails that you use, feeder systems that you try, and they fail because goats are very, very curious. They're a very curious animal. Not just curiosity, but they're escape artists. They like to get into everything. You put something in the pen with them, or they're gonna figure out how to get it apart. They're gonna try to break it. They're gonna try to get out. So they try everything. So you really have to. It's trial by error when it comes to goats. You can look at everybody else's system, and with your barn or the way you're doing it, it doesn't work that way. But you get a lot of ideas. Four Hearts Ranch. You watch their videos. I watch. And I learn from my own trials and errors. That's basically what it is, especially when it comes to farming. Because everybody's farm is different. You know, your barns are different. Your tractors are different. So everything is just, you have to just do it and see if it works. One of the biggest challenges I've got coming up for the next year is separating the potatoes. So we're going to do a lot more potatoes. So, you know, separating that, it's called grading. You can buy these big cantankerous big machines that are thousands of dollars that'll separate your potatoes for you. I'm not doing that. You know, that's just too much money. And there's a farm that's close by. Now, they used to do potatoes. No, they don't do it anymore. He died, and but that's been several years ago. And they have an old wooden potato grater. God, I've seen it, and it's so big and, well, the word is cantankerous. I don't even know if it'll run right anymore. I'm not sure. I have ideas in my head. I'll see what comes about. All right, catch up with you. Yep, I'm eating a fat-ass egg salad sandwich. The best sub place in town in Marcellus, New York. So, yeah. So I'm doing this video now. Come downtown and get my crates for the sale of potatoes. And on my way here, and it's not just today, you know, I'm going down the road, and I live in, it's rural, you know, I mean, this is town, and there's houses that are, you know, they're like everywhere. You're right next to the road, or some places might be, so can be excuses for this, but how many of you are driving along, and there's some fat-ass car, just sitting there on the road, and they're parked there getting their mail. You got traffic going both ways, and there's this car, because they're too lazy to get out and walk from their house, which is 100 feet back from the road, to the mailbox. So they have to impede traffic just because they're too lazy to get out of their vehicle at the driveway and walk to the mailbox. No, they got to park without even getting out of their car to get their mail. That is lazy ass America. That's the truth of the matter. I mean, I can understand if you're crippled, or if you built a house that's a mile back into the property and you gotta, but still, don't drive onto the road. Get out of your vehicle, get your mail, and drive back, get in your car. No, they can't even get out of their car. They gotta sit on the road and get their mail and impede traffic. By the way, that's illegal, because you're impeding traffic. That's a ticket. Not that a cop would stop and do that, because they got, all the other idiot drivers out there to deal with. And giving somebody a ticket for sitting there on the road getting their mail. Which brings me to the point. Girl on video says she just got a ticket from an Indiana cop who gave her a ticket because she did not pull over for emergency vehicle. Not him. She was just in the road, and she just never pulled over for an emergency vehicle, whatever it was, fire, ambulance. So she got a ticket, and she's crying about it. This is why it should be a law from right in high school. Whether you got to drive in a car or not, I don't know, but they should have it mandatory where you have to go to traffic school. At least learn the laws of driving. Whether or not they make you got to go and drive in a car, that could be debated, but at least go to a traffic school to learn all the laws about driving. That should be a law. Disagree or not, this is why there's so many idiots out there, because they don't even know the laws of the roads, let alone they don't know their cars. They don't know anything about doing anything to their cars. But hey, I'm just saying that because there's just idiots out here who do not know anything about the laws of the road. We're just driving around out here, like my dad would say in German, dumme Schahans, which is dumb heads. And that's really the truth. They're just dummies. Just dummies. Today's Americans are dummies. And they have no idea what is going on in almost the real world, let alone their cars and traffic. So anyway, thought I'd just do a thing on that because it just kind of ticked me off. And I don't see it. It's not just today. It's almost every day. You're going around somebody, you have to stop because somebody is getting their mail. Not cool. Oh, it's cold in here. I gotta get water in the bottle. So you gotta get it done. Got the Massey out. Got the Massey out. And we're gonna get this done. Really cold. That's life on the farm.
This is going to be the cold part. This thing pumps. Good. Wonderful. We're going to get sprayed now. I think we got water coming out. It should be. No kinks. Of course there. Oh, we got water. So we got that going. It'll take about 10 minutes. Meantime, we're going to change her pail out with water. I got a new pail for her. That's all you got to do, these little things. Hopefully it'll be, I got to drain all them hoses afterward too, because it was cold. But if I don't do that, then the next time I go to use it, it'll be frozen. I mean, it's warm in the garage, but so it shouldn't be that. And then you bring it out, you just have problems. So let's see how this works out for her. Alright, little goaty, go. Nice new little pail. Didn't ya? You got a nice new pail. So what did it go to cook? I don't like how it sits, but whatever. It's alright. It'll work out fine. I'd rather have it hang straight down, you know, with a handle, but it'll work. Everything's working good here. Put these lights up. Trying to see. There's some light. Fully equipped this tractor is. Two rear working lights. Definitely see your equipment working. And front lights. That's working. That's what you need when you're out in the field at night. I like them. I know the two back lights are different shades, but you know, that doesn't matter. As long as you can see what you're doing. Definitely got light. So, it looks really sharp. They work. I got the engine revving up more because I got the lights running, and I want to be able to, you know, keep the battery charged. So that works. Vescos, I bought green. Oh yeah, that's one thing I did today. I found a farm nearby, and they have oats tomorrow afternoon, late, after I get back from the doctor. I'm gonna stop over to the farm over here. It's only a couple miles away, and they're going to sell me some oats. It's wonderful news. I'll get, you know, maybe 10 bushels. 10 bushel will probably fill this tub. Yeah, 10 bushels fill that tub, so that'll last me. You know, in the almost spring. I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, let me get this done. I don't know, my battery might die. I'm in the car. You can see them guys still working over there. You can see those lights flashing. Probably. But anyway, whew, that was cold. I got everything put away, got the water in the tub. I got to do something with that pail a little different. You know, see, those are the things you learn. But right now I'm going to go get some kerosene. Drink a little cold coffee here. And then I'll come back here and get chores done. It's already 5:30, so by the time I get back getting kerosene, it'll be around 6. And I'll feed them and give them some hay, and I don't know what the temperature is going to be tonight, but man, it's cold. Clear sky, cold nights. I'll talk to you.